The Shillong Chamber Choir is no stranger to limelight and recognition, but the choir was touched by the recent gesture of the Assam Government, which conferred upon it the Lokapriya Gopinath Bordoloi Award for National Integration and Contribution. In an exclusive conversation with Northeast Live Kynsaibor Lyngdoh, manager of the Shillong Chamber Choir, spoke about why the award was really special for them and what it meant for Team Shillong Chamber Choir.
Bakansai, the Shillong Chamber Choir has been conferred with a very prestigious award. Please tell us about the award and what it means to you.
Okay, so thank you for having me in this interview. It came as a big surprise. We were awarded by the Assam Government. The Chief Minister had sent through his office this nomination that first came. It's the Lokapriya Gopinath Bordoloi Award. It's the highest civilian award for national integration and contribution. Yeah. So, and then later on when the office called me from there, they said that we won the award. And when that happened, we thought how it was just very touching that this is another state, which actually many years ago was part of Shillong. Shillong was part of it. And now this one adds to the whole experiences because you see, Assam government and people of Assam have always given us a lot of love. And this time we felt like the respect and the love that they had given is another level for another state, for us, for recognizing us. So yeah, it means a lot for me and for the team and, for my boss, Neil. We call him Uncle Neil.
Not only this, Kynsaibor Lyngdoh was also touched by the gesture of the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma during the award ceremony. Well, what impressed the Shillong Chamber Choir manager was a gesture by Chief Minister Sharma. In the exclusive chat with Northeast Live, Kynsaibor recalled that while he attended the event only as a guest, he was called to be seated in the dais. A nervous Kynsaibor was now seated on the second row in the stage. Now comes the interesting part. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma, who arrived in the venue moments later, pulled the chairs to the first row for the awardees to sit along with the likes of Vice President Venkaiah Naidu. The gesture was special, says Lyngdoh, for a Chief Minister of a state to personally ensure that all present were comfortable and spoke volumes about the man who was loved by lakhs in his state.
I think it was a blessed trip for me to just go to Guwahati with my wife, came back, and I actually just narrated the story to my whole team. That it was so nice to have had that experience. When I went there, right from the start, they had appointed a protocol officer. They picked me up. We had lunch at the Taj, and things went so well. And they had a PSO. They had this whole thing taken care of, and I didn't even expect all of that. I thought it was just going, taking the award, and coming back. The biggest thing that happened for me there, the biggest experience I had was we were made to sit first in the audience section in the first row. Then we were called up on stage to sit on the dais. So there they had two rows. The first row was meant for the Vice President, the Governor, the CM. And then we were on the second row. So I was already, very nervous sitting on the second row, facing the whole crowd. What was so beautiful was when the CM came, Honorable CM of Assam, Shri Himanta Biswa Sharma. So when he came, I just saw him moving right in front of me, and he just took these extra chairs from the second row and pulled it forward. He himself carried it forward. Then, the volunteers rushed in, took the chairs forward. He made sure that the awardees, all of us, were seated in the first row with all of them. So that in itself was something great and big. But for me, what touched my heart was to see the CM on stage carrying the thing. And he, some of the volunteers kept the table on the side. He made sure that the table was right in front of us with the, with everything, the nuts, the mineral water and everything. And he just made it so comfortable. So all my nervousness went first things first. And I was, when that happened, what I remembered was that our conductor and founder of the choir, Neil Nongkanri, he always says this phrase, which is small is big, meaning nothing is small. Everything has got a very big importance in life. So for me, that act, maybe Chief Minister is used to doing that. He did not just do it that day. I'm very sure it just doesn't come on that day particularly. He must have done it many times over. And because for him, maybe it's just one of those things. For me, it was something big to see that experience. It was something humbling, like you said earlier.
The experience, as Kynsaibor continues, reminded him of the entire choir, especially of its founder, Neil Nongkanri. The moment was so special for an elated Kynsaibor that he wished the choir to perform in the event as a gesture of genuine acknowledgement.
You also talked about, missing Uncle Neil and the choir, and you wanted them to sing a song, a particular song. Can you please tell us about that?
So there is this, it's like, I think it is the anthem for Assam. It's called Omor Apuna Dekh. And it's a very, very beautiful song. So what we've done is we've done it our style. Our rendition is very orchestral, it's very big. And, I was just missing the choir because that day I wished the choir was there to say thank you in their style, singing Omor Apuna Dekh. And I think that was one element that I was missing, and that didn't happen, so I wished I did.